Programming a new smart key for your Toyota Rav4 with the Topdon Phoenix Smart is an easy task that takes about 5 minutes. The menu options sometimes do confuse people, so we're going to walk through it right now. I'll put a link below to these keys, but they are available from Amazon for about 40 bucks a pop. If you own a Phoenix Smart, you should already know how to connect to your vehicle, so I'll skip that part and go right to the menu. Normally when doing keys, you will have the IMMO or the immobilizer options, and you don't see that here, which is confusing, but it is under the Smart Key module. If you select SMK, you'll have the option to enter the module, and it will let you know what the module is for. Once you're in there, you have a few options, and you want to select Special Function. In there, you want Smart Code Registration. Once again, the scanner will let you know what this next function is for, and most importantly, right now it's going to set you up for programming, which is key on, ignition on, but engine off. Next, you'll have three options: adding a key, adding keys after replacing the module, and adding a key after replacing module, or doing an all keys lost situation. For us, we're just going to add the key, which is the top option. Once you select that, it'll establish communication with the module, essentially getting permission to create new keys. It will then let you know how many keys are already registered and how many spots or how many slots you have left. You can see here I have 2 existing keys and I have room to add 2 more. This next part is critical because once you hit OK, you will have 30 seconds to complete the entire process, and this is where I've seen mistakes occur and people get tripped up. So make sure you have your original key and your new key ready to go. But the Topdon will walk you through the entire process. And step 1 is to hold your existing key up against your push button switch. You will hear a beep. You'll also see this screen switch over for the next instruction, which is to hold the new key up to that push button. You will then hear a beep again. The Topdon will then give you instruction to put that key to the side on the passenger seat. And that's basically just to prepare you in case you're going to put another key to be programmed. For me, I'm only using 1 key, so I'm going to hit the button that says register. Once you do that, you'll have a message letting you know that the registration was successful, and it'll give you updated stats, letting you know how many keys you have programmed and how many you have left. All that's left here is to verify. First, I'm going to just use the regular lock and unlock buttons and see that it works, and here it does. Next, we verify ignition operation, and that's easy in this vehicle because with the key in the vehicle and pushing on the brake, you see the push button light up green. That means when I press this, it will start. Keep in mind, this is only programming the functionality of the key fob, door lock, unlock, and car start. But there is still the emergency key blade within the fob that you'll need to have cut either at a locksmith or a local hardware store to have this be 100% fully functional. Or if you're like me, you can pick up one of these old school cutters from Amazon and make it yourself. I'll make a video on that soon. One other thing to note, it's very important that you select the correct key. They are not all the same, so make sure that the key you purchase, I'll put links below, that their FCC numbers match the one that you have on your own existing key fob. I like making these videos to show how easy it is to do some of these things on your own and of course to save a ton of money while doing it. I'll put links below to some of the items or tools I've used, and if you use my links, I will earn a whole 17 cents.